guys, it's John from theproductivegarden.com, and I'm just here with a bit of an update on the anti-aviary that I'm building. So I'll show you what I've done so far. Alright, so you can sort of see it here, it's a bit of afternoon here, so there's a bit of a shadow about, but you'll still be able to see what I'm doing. So this is basically where the door of it will go in. I was thinking of having a door here at the front of it and a door further up at the back of it, but I've decided against that. I don't really need to do that. So I just thought it was just simpler to have just one door. Anyway, this will be the door through. I've got it 1.2 meters wide, which is about 4 feet wide, and that's just big enough to get pretty much anything I want to carry through there, big enough to get bags there for the wheelbarrow, so I can get through. The wheelbarrow obviously can go straight ahead, but it's also big enough so that if I want to go up this way with the wheelbarrow, that I can easily get through the door and do that. And I was very lucky. I wasn't sure how it would go, but 1.2 meters wide, when the door goes to swing open, it's just going to miss the corner of that bed there. So I was pretty lucky. I mean, to keep it neat, because you can see I've got a slab there that I wanted to align the front of the anti-aviary with, so I couldn't really bring it out anymore to make more room. But so it's actually worked out really well. Anyway, so it's just chicken wire around the corner. Obviously a lot of it's got to be tidied up. This has still got to be fastened to this strip of wood here. But it'll tidy it up and bring it all together down there. And you can see it's going to cover all 8 of my raised beds with wire across the top. I'm still going to have to get just a bit of like straight wire there just to support it so it doesn't sag too much. So it doesn't sag too much in the middle. But that can come at a later date. But the reason I need to do this, as you can see here, I had some red cabbage here. This was done just a couple of days ago when I'd started building it. Some parrots had come along and they just bitten basically the whole plant off of the rootstock of the cabbage. So they did that to the cabbage. You can see that one there that they've chewed away at. And the leaves are still left, so that was a bit of disappointment. They're actually coming on fairly well. And also here, you can't see it so much because I think a chook was out and was scratching on it, but you see here red kale, the tops were eaten off them as well. So that is why I need to do this anti-aviary. So yeah, it was a bit disappointing when I came out in the morning and saw that. You can even see here off this sort of, I think this is a green curly kale broccoli type of hybrid that bred together. I mean, they've even eaten the top of that. So yeah, it was disappointing to see them do that. And it's, you know, it's funny, they ate the red kale, left the broccoli alone. So go figure. But anyway, I'm glad they did. Anyway, so you can see that's coming along pretty well. I reckon maybe another week or two and it'll be finished. The only real problem I have with this, and I did sort of think of it when I was building it, is when I need to do stuff up here, like putting this length of wire in, obviously finishing this off here, I'm just going to fish plate a bit of wood to the end there. It doesn't need to really support anything bar the chicken wire there. I'm just going to have to wait till the evening when the bees have settled down. So just when it's on dusk, the bees are all settled down, they're in the hive, they're no problem. So yeah, working up here, I've just got to leave those last little bits until the bees settle right down. So yeah, it's coming along pretty well. That post there's just got to be trimmed down to size. I could only get a 3 metre post instead of a 2.4, so the extra 60 centimetres of hole was too much for me to dig. It was going to be a ridiculously deep hole. So there you go, it's a quick little update on my anti-aviary that I'm building over my raised beds. And as you can see with that red cabbage and the red Russian kale, it's something that I need to do to keep these birds off my my raised beds, off my plants. Just living so close to the natural bush, there's just a lot of wildlife and stuff around. And even things like possums here, they'll come in and they'll eat the vegetables. I've had a whole crop of not Brussels sprouts, a whole crop of broccoli go in one night from possums coming in and eating the whole lot. So yes, I just need to protect it a bit. Anyway, that's it for now, and until next time, happy productive gardening. Bye.